Today we are going to discuss approaches, methods and techniques for language learning. Edward Anthony, professor of linguistics, University of Michigan, proposed three-level framework in 1965 based on approach, methods and techniques. According to Anthony, the arrangement is hierarchical. The organizational key is that techniques carry out a method which is consistent with an approach. Approach, according to Anthony, is a set of principles or ideas about the nature of language learning. An approach is axiomatic, which means that approach is a set of beliefs and norms about language learning. And it is axiomatic means it is self-evident, unquestionable. Method. According to Anthony, method is an overall plan for the orderly presentation of language material. It's a procedure. It's a design through which material of language is presented and organized. Technique is a particular trick, stratagem, or contrivance, which means it's a particular strategy, tactic, or devising or adapting of material. Richards and Rogers, 1982, introduced three-tier framework similar to that of Anthony's with variation in design and procedure. According to Richards and Rogers, the method is the broader term, is the overall term, and under method you have approach, design, and procedure. Approach is quite similar to that of Anthony's, that it consists of theory of nature of language, theory of nature of language learning. But under design and procedures, there's a comprehensive list of explanations. For design, you can see that the general and specific objectives are there, syllabus models are there, types of learning and teaching activities are there, learner role is defined, teacher's role is defined, and role of instructional material is given. Under procedure, you have the behaviors and actual practices that happens in the classroom, consist of classroom techniques, practices, behavior when the method is actually used, resources in terms of time, space and equipment, interactional pattern observed in the lessons, and techniques or tactics and strategies used by teachers and learners when the methods is being used. Repka introduced approach as a general strategy, general guidelines, and the design as specific objectives, and procedure, the classroom techniques, practices, and behavior when the method is used. All under method as the umbrella term. So according to Repka, approach are there as the philosophy or guidelines and design as having the specific objectives, but method is there as a broader term which includes approach, design, and procedure. The general characteristics of method are goal orientation, organization, progressiveness, link the age to content, and successiveness. Goal orientation, that it is directed towards the achievement of the objectives of the method. It is organized. The organization of the material is what matters here. And step-by-step progression in terms of the presentation of the material and linking the content and the success to the age. Method consists of two parts, the planning and the task. The planning contains the syllabus, the material, and designing of the syllabus, and the tasks are the activities which are implemented through different techniques in the classroom. Stern, in 1983, introduced the concept of methodology. It says that methodology can be identified with design, and which is the view of Richards and Rogers, that methodology has everything to do with the design, and it contains content, objectives, material, procedures, and assessment. So we see the complete framework under methodology containing not only the material, objectives, procedures, but also the assessments. To sum up, Anthony's framework emphasized approach, whereas Richards and Rogers considered method as a broader term than approach. Repka and Stern referred to method or methodology as an umbrella term.